From Acadiana, your local news leader, this is Passe Partout.
Good morning, I'm Renee Allen. I thank you for joining us this morning. A Lafayette church is left with a hole in their building after someone drove into it and fled the scene early Saturday morning, as News 10's Dawson D'Amico reports. Pathway Church is not seeing this as a setback, but an opportunity to grow.
Behind me is what is left after a car drove over the Ambassador Caffrey curb and hit the side of Pathway Church. As you can see, a lot of the damage here was dealt, but Pastor Ben Davis says this is an opportunity for the church to grow.
We always believe that God has something good in store. Anytime the enemy does something against us, that God always has a way of turning it around for good.
According to Lafayette Police, the incident happened at around 2 in the morning. When officers arrived, the vehicle was still inside of the building, but a driver was never found. It is being investigated as a hit-and-run incident.
Obviously, first and foremost, we're praying for the individual that was involved in the wreck and praying they're okay. Want to help those people out any way we can.
Pastor Davis says Pathway is already preparing for alternative ways to continue to spread the word of Christ.
So we may even do some pop-up church services around the city. We've started mobile as a church when we first launched, and so we know how to do that, and so we might have that plan as well moving forward.
Pastor Davis says Pathway is looking to stream some services before doing any pop-up locations as they prepare for the Lenten season. In Lafayette, Dawson D'Amico, KLFY News 10.
If you have any information on the driver who ran that vehicle into that church, please contact Lafayette Police. Then Baton Rouge police have arrested 2 19-year-olds who they say were involved in a mass shooting at a nightclub, injuring a dozen of people there. Investigators say Nikhil Franklin and Jay-Sean Jackson opened fire in that club, Dior Bar and Lounge, last month. Each have been booked on 12 counts of attempted first-degree murder charges and are booked in the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison. The New Iberia community coming together to prevent more violence from spreading in their city. What leaders call as an evening of change, multiple ministries from around New Iberia put together an event to spread wisdom and positive energy to the people who want that violence to stop there. Food and live Christian bands were present to help bring the feeling of Christ through the room. Pastor Chester Hills of the New Life Christian Center and community activist Donovan Davis say this is one step into the right direction.
We've decided to come together today as a community. We have so many community leaders that are behind this event today, and it is designed to bring the community together, bring a plan of unity, a plan that's going to work to stop the violence. Listen, what we're planning on doing 2023 is going to be an awesome year for Iberia Parish.
The violence has really hit a lot of people home in their lives. So now they're ready to embrace the call of God, which is a prophetic clarion call, to go out to the communities and interact with the community and make a decided difference within our communities. We're looking for positive cultural interaction between our people, community values, human values, everything that's based in the gospel of Jesus Christ. We want all of these things to be embraced once again.
Yeah, they say they are just getting started on this, as there are more events like this planned throughout all of this year. Then in Acadia Parish, law enforcement has a new way to catch criminals trying to smuggle guns and drugs into that jail there. After a gun was found on the grounds, we spoke with the sheriff of KP Gibson about how they're not battling this growing crime.
What really brought it to our attention is that we did have an individual we searched one night, had a gun in an area where it wasn't found during a search prior to coming in.
A pat-down search?
In a pat-down search, and it was very scary for our personnel and anybody that was in the building when the search, when they found the gun and so forth from there. So
Acadia Parish Sheriff KP Gibson says one of their biggest challenges is stopping weapons and drugs from being brought into the jail.
If in a perfect world, yeah, we catch everything that comes in.
He says when inmates are brought in, they're also pat down and strip searched, but some things can go unnoticed.
In that aspect, you still don't have the full effect that, if something's placed in a very, obscured place, that you're going to find it.
That's where they hope this new full-body scanner will help when inmates get creative.
You know, people sometimes will take balloons and put drugs into it and swallow it and pass it a few days later, and then they have narcotics inside the jail. So our goal is that with this new scan unit, that we can make sure, at least trying to do is the best of our ability to catch anything that's maybe within the cavity or on the person from there before they're even booked into our jail.
He says the scanner will help corrections officers find any dangerous weapons or drugs, especially fentanyl, and stop them from being smuggled into the jail.
So its safety is really the biggest thing for everybody, inmates, including our people. But I don't think you can put a price tag on that.
Yeah, very true on that. And Sheriff Gibson says corrections officers will also be randomly checking using that full body scanner. Once again, we're just hours away from one of the biggest nights of the year for sports bars and restaurants. Jessica Knox has an inside look at what two bars expect to see for this Super Bowl Sunday.
2, 3, walk-ons! Walk-ons assistant manager Adam Budden says this Sunday he's expecting a packed house for obvious reasons.
Extra people come in to make sure that we are prepared for the Super Bowl. It's a full day process. It's a miniature party, if you will.
These chairs at the bar will fill up quickly as football fans glue themselves to every TV in the corner.
We'll fill up and stay full and busy, but we will also have a lot of catering up until the start, or maybe an hour or so before it starts.
That's why these guys in the kitchen have been working around the clock, prepping all of the foods, especially the most ordered item.
Boneless wings up.
That's right, you guessed it, wings. Just 5 minutes away, Pluckers is expecting more than 4,000 wings to be sold in a matter of hours. After all, they do have over 20 flavors.
We've got it down to a science now at this point, exactly how much we need. We pack the cooler out all day long.
Pluckers General Manager Norbert Weiner says all hands will be on deck this Sunday, and they have several large parties to cater.
We have extra hands on the floor for all of our dining guests. So that anybody wants to come in here, we'll have tables ready, we'll have servers available, we'll have bartenders to get all the drinks out on time and everything, so that everything runs smooth for us and smooth for the guests.
And speaking of celebrating, a Vermilion Parish business received a Landron Award, which is one of the Louisiana Economic Development's highest honors. News 10's Rodriguez Taylor spoke with the owner about how his business achieved such excellence.
D&T Crawfish in Abbeville is one of 7 Louisiana companies honored with the Lantern Award. Don Benoit says this is the first time his business is getting such high recognition, and he is grateful.
D&T Crawfish! We're very honored to get this award. As any award, also humbled.
Louisiana Economic Development created the Lantern Award in 1979 to recognize excellence in manufacturing and public service from businesses and employees to their local communities. Benoit says he has been in business for 27 years. For him, running his business is nothing new, as he learned everything from his parents. However, he says he would not be nowhere today without his team.
It's really an attribute to my employees. And all the hard work and efficiency in which the manner that they work. Our mission is always to kind of serve our customers and keep our employees working and surviving.
D&T Crawfish is well known for serving alligator, and of course it's in the name, you guessed it, crawfish.
We do all aspects from the farming to the distributing to the processing, and the alligators, what we do is really just the processing. If the company can make a few dollars and we can keep the employees working and keep the customers happy, that's what we want to do.
Reporting Abbeville, Rodriguez Taylor, KLFY News 10.
And we all love being happy. That's what we like to hear from Trevor Sonia for the weather forecast. Nice weather today. We do have another parade. I'm sure there's a bunch of other ones I'm probably not privy to. But this one, I know the one is, what's that, Scott? Is that today or?
Yeah, it's pretty much like the old Cajun saying,
Yeah.
you're always within 5 miles of a parade.
Or party, huh?
Yeah. So it looks like some pretty nice weather for today, though. Some cold temperatures for this morning. Let's take a look at some of these readings here. 40 degrees in Lafayette, 39 in New Iberia, 38 degrees in Opelousas. So it's cold out there, but the good news, we're warming up pretty nicely through the afternoon hours. Satellite radar shows our storm system that moved through yesterday. This low pressure is now across Alabama and Tennessee, and now we're starting to try to see a southwesterly flow shaping up across Texas, and that will bring more warm air and moisture into the area in response to our next system that will be approaching here for Tuesday and Wednesday of the week ahead. But until then, some pretty nice weather is anticipated. Temperatures rising through the 50s and getting into the lower 60s later this afternoon. Here's your future track model. It shows mostly sunny skies for today, so looking good for any Super Bowl watch parties you may be having. And for this evening and for tonight, clear skies continue. For tomorrow, maybe a few extra clouds showing up out there, but still some pretty nice weather. And temperatures will be warmer. Looks like we'll be near 70 degrees or maybe just above that through the afternoon tomorrow. Temperatures in the 30s this morning, so definitely a cold morning, but we rise quickly, some 25 degrees or so later on this afternoon. A chilly start to your work week. Monday will be somewhere in the lower 40s for a morning start, but warming up nicely during the afternoon. Again, somewhere near 70 degrees for tomorrow. A light northwesterly wind at 2 to 8 miles per hour. So with winds dying down, it's usually a sign that the wind field is starting to change, and that's exactly what it's going to do here. For tomorrow, winds will be out of the southwest and south. So now we have the reverse. Instead of the cold air coming in from the north, we have the warm air coming in from the south and the moisture as well. So that's only going to fuel this next system here that's moving across the Four Corners region for tomorrow, and it arrives right on our doorstep for Tuesday. For Valentine's Day, it looks like rain chances will be increasing later in the day. And even beyond that, we still keep the southwesterly flow in the forecast through Wednesday. So storm chances continue through Wednesday. And then we see the main system. This will be coming in on Thursday, giving us our highest rain chance, followed by a pretty strong cold front Thursday night and dropping temperatures Friday and Saturday. Scott Mardi Gras Parade today, 57 your temperature, and temperatures rising nicely into the lower 60s. So looking pretty good. 63 your high, mostly sunny and warm. Northwesterly winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. 7-day forecast shows the nice weather for your Monday, 71, but storm chances increasing on Tuesday at 50%, 40% Wednesday. Highest storm chance appears to be on Thursday. We could see a 60% chance for storms there, followed by highs in the mid-50s Friday and Saturday, and morning starts getting back into the 30s.
Yeah, and Scott always have a nice parade. You know, you might feel like, okay, Scott, small town, a powerful punch there. I mean, they know how to Mardi Gras. They really, really do.
Oh, yeah. All these parades are nice.
Yeah, they really are. They really are, regardless of the weather.
Yeah.
For more information on the stories you'll see today, remember you can log onto our website. You also can check out your weather forecast there. That's KLFY.com. There it go. All right, coming up, we'll show you all the Mardi Gras festival.